are today, folks, and we're in Cavan Town, and we're at the official launch of Evelyn's Lighting. And with me now to talk to the person who is in charge, who has opened this fantastic shop, is Evelyn Gardner-Riley. Evelyn, your shop is just absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much, Anya, and thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, you are welcome. It is great. It is great to see a shop opening, because in the last few weeks we've had nothing in Cavan Town, only shops closing, unfortunately. But it's great to see another business starting up. Now, I have to say, it is an Aladdin's cave. It's Evelyn's Lighting, but there's much more than that.
A lot more. We do lighting, we do giftware, we do mirrors, we do contemporary chairs, tables. We do everything from lighting. With the lighting, we are provide a service where it's free fitting. So I have a full-time electrician here that's working with us.
So that's very important. You just don't come in to buy lights, but you have somebody to advise on the lights as well.
Yeah, so it's not just in the box. You don't walk out in the box. Most women complain then, trying to get an electrician to do them small jobs is awful hard. Gregory also hangs the artwork, the mirrors, everything. We have a selection also of one-off pieces of Mexican blown glass made of raw materials. Fantastic stuff. We've from vases to picture frames. We've absolutely everything. Yeah.
So you have a Facebook page as well, so anybody can have and see. Have you a website?
We do. A website is in process actually at the moment. I have a guy working on that. We have a Facebook page and we are on Instagram also.
So here we are, 78 Main Street. Actually, it's a good location, Evelyn.
Do you know what, Anya? I remember years ago across the road, Galaxy Lighting would have been here, probably in my time, across the road. And when I came to look at the premises, actually, Evelyn Riley, I'm renting of Evelyn Riley, ironically. And, this end of town, I think it needed something just to brighten it up. And we're getting a good feedback. We opened 2 weeks before Christmas, and it's just gone fantastic. Yeah. I'm a long time in the retail trade, so it's, your customers follow you.
Yeah, and as you say, it's a good place to be, and also as well for parking. And if somebody buys something big, they haven't far to go to the car park to carry it. You're very brave to be starting up a business.
Yeah.
Tell me how brave. Do you feel brave?
A lot of people have said that, and I've questioned it, before we opened the doors. And my husband, Tommy would be in retail all his life. He'd be a great kind of backbone behind me, kind of pushing me. My family's 40 years in business, gardeners carpets. So I grew up. One of my earliest memories was in a van with Desi going round when he was fitting carpets. So I grew up in it. So the kids are bigger. I have a daughter in her last year in college. My youngest started school this year. And if I didn't do it now, Anya, I don't think I ever would go out in it. I suppose I have a lot more free time now. And it was a dream and a passion to always probably have my own store. And it's...
Well, fair play to you. And as I say, folks, it's a fabulous shop. If you've got a few minutes to spare, just come in and have a look around. You will just lose yourself in the fabulous stuff all around. You've retro, you have, as you call it, modern art, retro, all sorts of things. Fabulous designs, great stuff. And again, you've got the expertise of an electrician on board to ask those questions that you don't get in regular shops. And also as well, I'd like to say, Evelyn, as well, that there is no other really a shop with such a mix like this in town.
No, there isn't. No. There's nothing where you can come in and pick up everything. You can pick up a light here, you can pick up a table, your hall table, your mirror, you can bathroom areas. We do outdoor area. There's, as you said, there's retro, there's vintage. It's the taste to suit everybody. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something that it kind of suit everybody, that it just wasn't just all modern and clean cut. And plus, I didn't want to change the style of the building. Especially the building here in Cavan, especially the front of it, to kind of keep it that kind of...
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks good.
Yeah,
it looks good.
And that was one of my things, not to kind of try and make something modern that's not modern, to keep it in the style that what it is.
And you're talking about your stock there, and I can see your catalogue there. So if Evelyn doesn't have anything you want, she can get it for you.
Yeah, specifically do a lot of outdoor lighting on you there.
Yeah.
Have a look there, and it's all IP66 rating. Which
okay,
is
tell me what
outside.
That is. Right.
It's suitable for outside. It's weathering, so it's obviously the bulbs don't blow.
Right.
We do a range called Fumagalli, which would be a hardened carbonated plastic, which would be an Italian range, which
So
is
it'll last.
It's suitable for Irish weather.
Okay. And again, you have somebody to advise
Yeah.
you to fit them. That is a statement piece.
That's a statement piece. It's made of raw materials, It's made of raw materials from the base, and it's a blown glass, dipped in a blown glass.
Where did you say that was from again?
It's Mexico.
It's Mexican. I saw that stand in the Taste
Yeah.
of Cavan last
Yeah.
year. Evelyn, so we're talking about these days about economy and cutting down and using our resources and everything. And one thing that's mentioned a lot is lighting and LED lighting. But for those of us out there who don't understand or know the difference, perhaps you'd give us an explanation.
I will indeed. LED bulbs, we do a large range of LED bulbs. I only do the Osram range, and the reason being is we get 3-year warranty. So when you buy a bulb of me on you, roughly your yearly span should be 15 years. You should get an LED bulb. The low efficiency on your ESB, plus if they blow within the 3 years, I replace them. We replace all bulbs.
The only thing is that everybody's afraid about. They say, "Oh, LED is much more expensive," but it's worth it in the long run, isn't
Look,
it?
you pay dear, you pay once. You pay cheap, you pay twice. And I'm a true believer in it. There is we do a pack of 3 LED bulbs for $14.99. They're your standard candle bulbs. There's vintage bulbs, you can go dearer. But I mean, as I say, your halogen, they're costing money. Plus, a lot of people don't understand when you put in an LED bulb in the likes of your glass fitting, in your kitchen, people worry about the cleaning of the glass fitting. The LED bulbs don't heat up, okay, so they don't attract the dust. Where the halogen dust, it attracts it, and that's a lot more cleaning for us, you know.
Now, and safety-wise as well, are they much safer?
You can touch them. They're on since 8 o'clock this morning. You can kids can touch them, put your hand up
Much
on them,
safer.
and there's no heat
burning,
at them.
no.
There's no, the old, say, bathroom lightings were the plastic. A lot of them would have burnt. I know my mother's dangerous, leaving lights on and
So
stuff.
if anybody out there wants to change all the bulbs in their house, it would be initially, as you say, pay once. It would be initially a bit of a cost, but it would be well worth it.
Yeah, and there's also a little bulb. There's one that you can get with a little kind of it's a sensor on it, okay? So a lot of people buy them for outside, and they're dawn to dusk, they're called. So you plug them in your outside, you put them in your outside lighting, you leave the switches on. So in the morning, the lights go off, and at night, like going home, say in the winter time like now, I'd be first going home, so the lights are on when I go home. So they're fantastic. They are a little bit dearer, but I sell the world of them for outdoor
So it's just
lighting.
a bulb that you put in.
It's a bulb with a little sensor on it, and they're called dawn to dusk, but they're fantastic.
And you can put them into any fitting.
Any fitting outside.
Oh, brilliant.
Have a look on my Facebook and Instagram page at Evelyn's Lighting and Creations. Everything's on it.
We wish Evelyn the very best with Evelyn's Lighting.
Thank you so much, Anya, and appreciate it. Thank you.
And with me now is Greg Riley, and Greg is the electrician working out of here, and it's great to have an electrician to explain things and to sort things out for people, Greg. But you're going to tell me about things electrical. We're going to talk about the old incandescent, is that what you call them?
Incandescent bulbs.
Incandescent bulbs versus the LED lights.
Versus LED lights, yes. It's good because the old incandescent bulbs, like if you were 60 watt one there, on average that's 120 watts, right? So on average with 7 hours, that'll cost you 20 cents. And people,
Which you don't think is a lot.
no, it's not a lot.
But, as you say, they're on a lot.
They're on a lot. Wintertime come from 5 o'clock in the evening to possibly 11 o'clock at night time. So on average 20 to 30 cents a night. Over a month, over 2 months.
That's just per bulb now.
Yeah, it's just per 2 bulbs, right? Consider that now to the LEDs is out nowadays. They don't get hot, they don't overheat, and they don't burn the light itself. Whereas dim tube bulbs, an LED will roughly cost you 85 hours before it costs you 20 cents. So in the long run, yes, you're paying X amount for the bulb, but in the long run, you could be saving yourself €300 a year.
So you're saying, and you would possibly advise somebody to change all the old incandescent bulbs out of their house and put in LED?
Yes.
Or every time you buy a new bulb, buy a LED?
Buy a LED. It's like years ago when you used to buy the old fluorescents. I'd always advise somebody, you buy a bulb, but buy a starter, right? Because the two of them have a lifespan. where the old incandescent bulbs, yes, they were so many hours. Nowadays, the supplier guarantee us 60,000 hours with the LED bulbs and a 3-year warranty. Now that's an awful lot of time. But then as well, people have a thing called switching times. The amount of times you switch it on and off, and the makers are guarantee us 100,000 switching times. So it's saving more time.
Okay, so you're going to save money by changing to LED. Okay, officially the bulb is a little bit more dear. How much is a regular LED?
Regular bulb, well, from $6.99 up to $14.99.
But it'll last you what? Many years?
60,000 hours, 15 years.
15 years,
Yes.
That's a lot.
So the wholesaler tells us.
And Evelyn tells me that if anybody buys a light fitting here or anything like that, and that you can go and...
You can go and I'll free fit them, and the reason we do free fitting them is because the clients will say to us, well, me father can do this, or my nephew is electrician, or my own electrician, and that's fine, that's no problem. But like that, your own electrician say, well, Mary, I'll get to you Monday week. Monday week comes, there's no sign of the man. It comes to Friday week, and something goes the Irish way, the long finger, right? And we are guaranteed that we take your order, we get your light in within 7 working days.
You'll
I go
attach,
out and fit the light.
Well done.